millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Black, we do that.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready? Blue way. Here we go. Check.
On second down, Swift, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Winston, and Josh Hill has it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Here I come again.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. On third down, Swift, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a first down following a gain of 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3.
Let's go. Watch twins. Kill. Let's go now. Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
And it's third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lutz puts this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Now Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
That's good for 28 yards.
Ready. Black, what is that? Two tight. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Swift, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Off the play fake, here's Ryan, and he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now they go screen. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on second down. McCann, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottle him up for a loss of a couple. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. McCann. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Ready? Back to the back, behind. Let's go, G, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Jameis now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to
All right,
be.
MrOuija.
Come on,
I
say it
just
for
went
me.
up
Say it
10-3
for
on
me.
this nigga.
You picked up
It was
that
pick
pass?
six.
Free safety.
This nigga connection
you
fuck
got
up
those great
again.
skills
I
back
know
there.
something.
Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up
Yeah,
here
that's
in your
probably
head.
old.
Yo, that's the dream I
What's the
had
score
of
on
being
that one?
that
You ain't
player.
looking at. I'm
I just
broadcasting
never
the new one.
was.
Nah, it was just 3-3, and then we threw a pick six, so now it's 10-3.
So they throw the pick six.
Yeah,
They'll
that
get
was the
another
one
shot
you was looking
it
at the
now
first,
as
the
this
one
one's
from
in
just
the
a little
air.
bit ago.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yeah.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Yeah, I said, I think I did see it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Yeah, the last
Under
one,
20
yeah.
seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Running back. Nah, that was just on that. Yeah, that's why he quit. That's why I said he full of shit. But then, look, this nigga just hurt my quarterback. He hurt Matt Ryan. That shit, I'm still sticking with it, though.
Now it's a bootleg with
Nigga, I was so thinking about it. Fuck around and lose the next two.
Complete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Here we go. Here we go.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this.
Oh, shit, I'm going to have to do some adjustments. Let's see here. Speed of the 91. I'm gonna have to put yeah, I'm gonna put this nigga back there.
It's only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorites.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Now Winston. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10, right at the 40.
Bang. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Take that motherfucker to the house, but girly.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Football trip don't happen this year, fellas.
On second down and 4. Winston. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They come out here in the eye. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Yeah, I mean, like, you got a damn good point on that one.
Swift, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
So shit.
So the ball
how we gonna do that though? Like in the same day?
Second and goal.
Okay, you talking about like a Sunday, Monday, or Thursday, Sunday?
Now they'll run. Murray, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, the only way I can see that happening is got to be it's gonna have to be an East Coast down. LA and who? What other city?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
If we can find, if we can find them with a Sunday and Monday night game.
It's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah.
It's the 20 to the 22. Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, we've already been there. I mean, shit, it wouldn't be nothing like to catch a game in L.A. and then fly to Vegas.
About
It's only
set
like a
to begin their
45-minute
next
flight,
drive, the Falcons
or vice
offense
versa.
at the line. They were
You know
able to
what I'm
extend
saying?
their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. McCann. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here we go. 15 Ronnie. 15 line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCann. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Well, they do a lot of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McCann. He completes it to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Saints will have the football back.
As you playing it back on YouTube,
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Yeah, I don't remember that conversation, but all right.
Ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
There had to be a voiceover or something.
And smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play. And that's how they get it done.
They got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running
government
back.
shit.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
That's funny.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Gets this one to Hill. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
You got Baltimore, PJ?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
At the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'll be fucking with that. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, nigga.
2nd and 10.
That Oreo cheesecake.
And he rifles one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about
hold on. That's not that
commentary.
That's
I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you. Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next quarter. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, McCann. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Saints' 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
53 is mine. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
What?
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Shit, that nigga did. A bad connection, he get both his running backs back.
Operating from the gun. McCann. This complete to Jones. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
Low back sprain.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll
Not
get when the
game,
clock stops
though.
at the 2-minute warning.
But if it was something serious, like a broken collarbone, yeah, they probably had to kick me out the league about that one. Shit. Oh.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock,
I ain't gonna lie,
put themselves
I
in a
got
good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
All-star motherfucker anyway.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. When he
The
first
Saints
came in,
offense
like,
on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they had at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
The weapons he had around him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That other nigga he had over there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here's Winston. That one complete to Hill.
Yeah, he's trying to drive a little bit.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Out of time.
33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about.
Time to be on my
big
side.
plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist bumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. And brought in by the tight end
13.
And the stop will come inside the
17 seconds left. But shit, he on
now
the
the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout.
Lose connection.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah. Oops. Damn, fam, my bad. The Wi-Fi in this area is kind of terrible. It's raining, yeah.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
We got Sahara Ducks over here. We're fucking with the Wi-Fi thing.
And this ball is caught.
Look, this nigga scored. That's crazy, man.
And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
If I could pull up my reef, man, throw Hail Mary. And pray like hell. It might work. What's that?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game. You don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it'll show you, yeah. Yeah. And the pre-play or after play, where it showed the play at the previous play as you picking your play. Nah, you gotta turn it off.
Following the interception, Winston. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's 2nd down.
The previous play, yeah.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd.
I mean, as long as everybody got it off, then I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Now Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win.
I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Again, they run with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result.
Yeah, I know I'm going to have to have at least 2 or 3 warm-up three-point shots. I can't just come out there out the gate, nigga, off the bench.
For the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away.
I can do that off the layup.
Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Hit that square, nigga, like they told you in 20 minutes.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Oh. Man. They're just going to let it keep going.
2 minutes left in this overtime session.
He's going
Still
over top
all
of that tight end. So, but then that's 12 yards. He usually go when it's like 3rd and 4th, 3rd and 5.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. What can Winston do in the OT now? And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13.
No, man. You ain't say it ain't something.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
what you end up getting?
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I got how much you dropped, man? 15.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Back to throw. McCann. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta.
You got a piece to go with it or just the same?
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That's like a actual rope, right? They don't have it don't intertwine, right? Okay.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Let's get off the field. Flip. Check out, read.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
3 down.
Here's Winston. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Man.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. McCann escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams. The fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away.
I plead my case.
A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been...
Man.